In the heart of Central Asia lies a land of vast plains, rugged mountains, and skies so endless they seem to touch eternity. Mongolia, a country where the winds carry the whispers of centuries past, and the traditions are as old as time itself. But this is not just a land of breathtaking landscapes. Mongolia holds a cultural mystery that will both intrigue and surprise you. Imagine arriving in a place where the hospitality of the people is so deeply ingrained that it transcends the ordinary. A place where the act of hosting a guest is not merely a tradition, but a sacred duty. And in some remote parts of the country, it comes with an offering that will leave you speechless. Here, it is said that when the fire crackles and the night grows cold, Mongolian hosts have been known to offer something more than just food and shelter. For centuries, they have provided their daughters to warm guests throughout the night. It sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But the customs of Mongolia are as layered and complex as the history of this remarkable land. This is a place where ancient practices meet modern realities, and the line between past and present blurs into a rich cultural tapestry that few outsiders can fully understand. So what drives this tradition? How does it fit into the broader context of Mongolian society today? Let's journey deeper. Mongolia's hospitality is legendary. The idea of welcoming strangers with open arms and generous hearts is not a new concept here. It's a way of life. But this tradition goes far beyond what we might expect in the West. In Mongolia, when a guest enters the home, it's more than just offering a warm meal and a place to sleep. There's a profound cultural respect and ritual attached to the act. In nomadic communities, it's customary for the host to greet a guest with milk tea, known as su te tsai, and then serve traditional dishes like roasted mutton or dumplings. But when the guest is considered of high importance, or the weather too cold to bear, the generosity may extend to something even more intimate. It is said that in some nomadic families, particularly in older times, a daughter of the house might be offered to sleep with the guest, not for anything romantic, but as an act of warmth. In the harsh winters of Mongolia, with temperatures dropping far below freezing, sharing body heat was a matter of survival, a custom passed down through generations. While this practice has diminished with time, its memory remains woven into the fabric of Mongolian hospitality, an echo of a time when survival depended on trust and community. But how did such an unusual tradition start? And why does it continue to fascinate so many people today? What can we learn from a culture that values its guests so highly that they would offer their most precious resource, their own family? These questions lead us to an even deeper look at Mongolian society. Mongolia's population today faces a unique challenge, a gender imbalance that has created a cultural paradox. In a society where women are often more educated and socially empowered than men, finding a partner has become increasingly difficult. For every 100 men, there are roughly 105 women, a gap that might seem small but has significant implications in a country where traditions still hold strong. Women in Mongolia are excelling. They're outpacing men in education, often achieving higher degrees and securing better employment opportunities. Yet, these accomplishments come at a price. Many women, particularly those in urban areas, struggle to find partners who match their social status. As a result, some of the traditions around marriage and courtship have begun to shift. But imagine the pressure on young Mongolian women: education, career, family expectations, and the ticking clock of marriage before age 29. Those who miss this milestone may find themselves in a challenging position, with fewer eligible partners and mounting societal pressure. It's a delicate balancing act between tradition and progress, and it speaks to the evolving nature of Mongolian culture. How does this imbalance affect the very foundation of family life in Mongolia? And what does it mean for the future of a country steeped in such ancient customs? For many Mongolians, the nomadic lifestyle isn't just a part of their history. It's a living, breathing tradition that still defines much of the country. Roughly a quarter of Mongolia's population continues to live as nomads, moving with the seasons, their livestock, and the rhythm of the land. Imagine a life where home isn't a fixed place, but something you carry with you. Mongolian nomads live in gyrs round, portable tents that can be set up and taken down with remarkable efficiency. These jurs are as much a symbol of resilience as they are of simplicity. Life for a Mongolian nomad is harsh, but it's also rich in ways that urban dwellers can't easily understand. Here, livestock is everything: goats, sheep, horses. They provide food, clothing, and income. The bond between nomad and animal is one of survival, and the vast, empty steppes of Mongolia are the backdrop to this ancient way of life. But with modernization creeping in, younger generations are beginning to leave the nomadic life behind in favor of the cities. What will happen to Mongolia's rich nomadic culture in the face of these changes? Will these traditions survive in the modern world, or are they doomed to become relics of the past? Mongolia is a land of fascinating traditions, many of which may seem strange to outsiders. Take, for example, the practice of sky burials, where the dead are left on mountaintops to be consumed by scavengers. It's a custom that reflects the Mongolian reverence for nature, for the cycle of life and death. To return to the earth in such a way is considered an honor, the final gift one can give. And then there's the historical aversion to bathing. Centuries ago, Mongolians believed that bathing could disturb the sacred balance of nature. Warriors would often go months, even years, without washing, their clothes so worn they had to be shaken clean of lice and dirt. Today, this belief has faded, but the echoes of it remain in some of Mongolia's rural communities. What drives these customs? How do they fit into the modern Mongolian psyche? And what do they tell us about the deeper spiritual connections that Mongolians maintain with their land? Mongolia is a country on the cusp of change. While its capital, Ulaanbaatar, is rapidly modernizing, the country's heart still beats with the rhythms of tradition. But modernization brings its own set of challenges. For women in particular, the pressure to balance career success and family life can be overwhelming. As Mongolia moves into the future, many wonder how these cultural shifts will reshape the country's identity. Will Mongolia find a way to balance its rich traditions with the demands of modernity? Or will the allure of the modern world pull the younger generations away from the very customs that have defined this land for centuries? Mongolia is a land of contrasts, a place where ancient traditions still live side by side with the modern world. It's a country that holds its history close, even as it looks toward the future. From the sacred act of hospitality, where guests are treated like family, to the struggles of gender imbalance and modernization, Mongolia offers us a glimpse into a culture that is both resilient and ever-evolving. What will become of these ancient traditions? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: Mongolia is a land that refuses to be forgotten. Its people, its customs, its landscapes, they all weave together to tell a story that is as captivating as it is complex. If you've enjoyed this journey through Mongolia, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories from around the globe. What country should we explore next? Let us know in the comments below.